Afternoon everybody, evening all. Hope everyone's well, hope everyone's having a lovely day. Hope everyone is staying safe and all that jazz. Today's a big one, try and get you out of the sun a little bit. Today's a bit of a big one for us because it's the first unboxing video we've done since our extractor. And we are going to be unboxing the Omlet Hive, which I've been talking about loads for ages. Loads and loads and loads. It's finally with us, it's finally in a position where I can open it. And it's my first chance that I get to have a look at it, and I want to do it with you guys. This is going to be part of a series. No idea how long it's going to be, I'm honest with yourself. It's going to be part of a series which is going to include everything from unboxing to building to locating to actually getting our first hive into the actual Omlet box, Omlet Hive itself. The plan of attack with that side of things is that I want to get new hive in, which is the one which is in the nuke box at the moment. I want to get that one into this hive, and I kind of want to show from almost like a start from scratch sort of element of it. So you get your nuke, you put it in the box, this is how it grows. So I won't be using drawn out comb, I won't be using drawn out super comb or anything like that. Everything about this hive I want to do as if you were going to use this hive for the first time. So all the boxes are down here. Hopefully you can see all them, the screen's gone off. So all the boxes are all down here. We have what looks like, yeah, they're obviously supers. Box of bits down here, which is going to be for, I don't know, frames and all that. And obviously the big box here, which is going to be the actual hive itself, and I'm assuming legs and all that sort of stuff. So, pause this there, going to get you set up, and hopefully we can get something from this video. So, all the best to you guys, keep watching. There we go. So, hopefully you can still hear me. First one we're going to open, this one. And my assumption is this is all going to be bits and pieces, frames and all sorts. So let's have a look. So what have we got in here? Boxes. So, looking at just a second. Oh, that's a nice one. Probably the first thing that I'm not actually going to use. We have jars. We have 4 jars and we have 4 labels. Let's say honey from my hive. Probably never going to use those. Frame nails and bolts. Put them aside. A couple of rhombus super clearers or clearer Fugani clearables. I haven't actually used those before. Record book. Never used a record book in my life. Reason being is because I record everything and that's how I keep notes. A guide to keeping bees. Again, these are designed as if you've never had beekeeping before. So, we'll have a look at those at some point. In here we have, I'm assuming that's a leg. Yeah, that's got to be a stand. Okay, so we've got a stand, which I'm guessing then, actually that's going to be the other one. Paper. Frames. I'll talk about the frames in just a second. See, these are the bits which are concerning me a little bit. It's the size of the supers. The supers are only designed to hold, hopefully you can see me a little bit. The supers are only designed to hold about 5 frames, I think it is. So they are small, so I don't know how that's going to work. This one is, so these are going to be your boards in order to section them off. So what we can do with this hive is basically it's one hive which you can turn into 2. So you stick one of these boards down the middle, one hive here, you could split it into the second hive as well. So it's hopefully going to work well. And round boards? Not sure what they are. Separator of some description or frames, and that's that from box 1. So I'm not too sure what they are yet. Oh, actually no, they've got the, that's got to be crown boards. because that's a clearer board. So these have got to be crown boards. So I'm assuming I'll put 4 of these together. 2 for this hive, 2 for that hive. I honestly don't know. What's in this one? Wax. We have set as wax. So we have a chunk of 14 by 12s, super ones, and these are all frames. These are different types of frames that I used as well. They're new. Not too sure I'm going to put those all together, but we'll do it. Sidebars, bottom bars, and sides as well. And then we've got the tops up here as well. So that's our box of bits. That is what you get. It's already broken. Never mind. That is what you get in box 1. I'll bring it down in a second. So hopefully you can see again. So box 1, we have got what I'm assuming are legs at this point in time. We've got like a little mini queen excluder. I think this is what you can do. You can separate the hive by putting one of these boards in. One of them boards in, and then at the bottom, I think of one of them, you can slide that down. I don't know why. I think it's a part of us doing a split term description. Clearer boards, or to go as part of clearer boards. Now I'm assuming these are crown boards because of the size, because of the shape at the bottom, but I was expecting 4, so we'll see. We'll see what happens there. All of our wax, which I'll make sure it gets put away nicely. All of our frames, which again, these are new. I've not seen this type before, because this, why are they just split in half? No, see there's a notch there, so I'm not too sure how these ones go together, so I'll have to do a little bit of looking at to find out how. And that's box 1. So what I'll do is I'm going to pause you there, and I'm going to get into box 2, which is going to be our super, which is up here. And we'll see what happens. So join me in a minute. So box 2 is, I believe, going to be our supers, given the picture on the box and the fact that it says supers on it. It'll be a bit of a giveaway. I'm not going to make these today, purely unboxing. I will be making a different video, so that one's come. Oh gosh. I've got no idea. It's like a Lego beehive. That I'd love to do one day. Make a Lego beehive. Sides, I'm assuming. I'll show you what we've got in here. So sides, I'm assuming these are sides. Yeah, I'm assuming all those are sides. I'm assuming these are front and backs. Yeah, they've got to be. So the front, back, and the sides go on there as well. No idea. No idea. But it'll all come together. So the kind of point of this video was, if people are thinking about getting an Omlet beehive, a beehouse, I should call it its proper name, they kind of know what you're expecting or what you're getting into. That's the side of a super, or the front or back of a super. I ain't got a clue how that's going to go together yet, but we'll see. We'll see. Now, while I'm at this point in the video, I will say that I am not endorsed by Omlets. I am not paid by Omlets. I have not been given any sort of discount by Omlets or anything like that. This is purely my opinion about this hive. It's something that I wanted to try for a long time. I wanted to try this beehive for a long time. I'll open that one in a second. The only other thing I wanted to try was the what's it called, the flow hive, but unfortunately I'll turn you back around a second. Hold on. There you go. Now the other thing that I wanted to try was the flow hive, but unfortunately the problems I've got with the flow hive is that they don't make just national supers anymore. I use national hives, so I use 14 by 12 frames on all of my hives, and they are designed to be on Langstroth hives. Now, I don't have Langstroth frames, I don't have any Langstroth beehives. I don't intend to start up a whole new set of beehives just to get a flow hive. If they ever come back and say, yeah, we're doing the national supers again, then yeah, great, I will bring him on. But at the moment, I'm not going to. However, the Omlet one, the beehives which are opening now, it runs on 14 by 12 frames, which we've already got. We obviously use them already. So it just seems to be like the perfect kind of combination to be able to get involved, really. All of this so far you've seen, I'll get into the big hive in just a second. It's cost around £500. I ordered it in October, end of October, and it turned up the other week. So it is what you see it is. And like I said, over the next few weeks, we're going to be putting together a series which is going to include the building of it, which is going to include the putting the hive together, which is going to put the location of the hive, which is going to include everything that you'd think as if you're a new beekeeper using this one for the first time. So I want to try and be that sort of episode, or that sort of series, sorry. This episode, like I said already, is purely just unboxing it and looking at it for the first time. So I'm going to pause you there, stick you back up on my sophisticated slide, which has been used as a tripod, and we're going to get into the big one. All right, so back in a sec. So last bit is the actual hive itself. Now my dogs have joined me as well, so you might get there in a shot in a minute. I want to see what that commotion was. Okay. So we've got, that's going to be the old tray. It goes in the bottom of the hive. Inspection for your mites. Let's have a look. This actual hive. Find a way of getting out. Right, get stuff in. Make sure you can still see, not you too much. You know, you're on, like I said, you're on the slide, so apologies, caught the slip at the bottom of the step there. So, let's have a look inside. Aha, right. So those other boards we got there were just purely for clearing, by the looks of things. These are going to be crown boards. Slide nicely up on there. Ah, there we go. You can see inside there as well. You almost make a dummy boards. So I'll show you what I mean. So we're inside the hive. Mesh floor, as you can see, nicely put together. We've got this here, which is going to be to separate this into two hives. So original hive goes in here. What we can then do is, when we need a split, stick the second one in there. Entrances are down the front, or the sides even. Entrances are down here, which have got wasp guards as well. In that way, facing wasp, is going to have an entrance reducer. Turn it around. It's going to be closed up completely. So it's either have the hive closed, have the wasps then, have the entrance reducer on, have it the other way around. Small entrance bits to get in there, or you can just have it completely open. So that's exactly the same, I believe, on both sides. It looks good. It looks good. I'm quite happy with it. A couple of concerns I have at the moment, and I will run those through at the moment, is first off is with the amount of boards which go on top of here. Now I can imagine for someone that's fairly, you know, only wants to keep one hive, and this can be absolutely fine, but you know, if I'm inspecting a beehive which is 4 here, I don't really want to be whipping them off all the time. I could just take off one crown board, probably not, but there you go. But just pause you there because I won't let my dogs in. Yeah, so sorry. So the one thing that I am thinking about at the moment is here is about putting those on. The other thing that I'm thinking as well is with your feeding wise. Now at the moment I'm only able to set up for one hive because obviously I've got those clearer boards in, but those clearer boards have got a hole here and a hole here, which means I'm going to have 2 feeders to sit on top of them. So what I like you doing, this you've probably seen before in my videos, is have the big square feeders. So I might have a look to see if I can bodge away to get just a normal crown board on here. We'll see. We'll play about with that as we get it down the hive, but we'll see. So essentially speaking, that's it. So we've got a hive here. Looks great. it is going to look stunning, you know, and I'm really, really excited to look into it and use it as an actual hive. Box of bits, including frames and queen excluders and all that sort of stuff. For our removers, should have probably taken a little bit more care than that. Look at that, it's cracked already. Balls. Never mind. So that's pretty much it at the moment. I'm just going to pause you there and turn you back to me. So that is everything unboxed. We have got the hive, we've got the supers, which I'm a bit dubious about putting together, but we'll have a look at those. We've got everything that we need to get going with this hive. Now, am I going to get loads of these? No, I'm not. I'm going to get this one and this one only. Like I said in a little bit, I just did. I do think this hive would be great from this looking part for somebody that just wants one hive in the garden. Do I think this is going to be for any sort of commercial sides of things? Absolutely not. And at £500 a pop, you know, I could have bought, you know, maybe 2 or 3, 4, maybe even 4 hives for the same it cost me to buy this one. Now bear in mind, this is 2 hives, but could have had 2 more for 500 quid. So, but we'll see what happens. It's something that I wanted to try, it's something that I wanted to get into, it's something that I wanted to use. So we're going to do it. And what I want to do, the aim of this video is for anybody that's looking at getting hold of one of these, is you can come along with me from start to finish, I suppose, actually getting bees in the hives and see what it's like. I think the last Omlet video, the big one that went not viral, but you know what I mean, was made years and years ago. So if you are looking at getting an Omlet hive, have a look at this one. Hopefully you see what you like, and it can maybe make a bit of a decision for you. Either get one or you don't. Now, I'm not sponsored by them, I'm not promoted by them. I paid for this the same as anyone else is going to do so. So all I'm going to do is give you my honest feedback about it and my honest review about it, and I hope you enjoy it. So I think that's about it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for everything you've done. We've just jumped over our 500 subscriber mark as well, and whilst I'm in isolation, I can't do anything, and it was absolutely wonderful to actually see that happen as well. It really made my day. Hopefully we're going to get up to the bees in the next couple of days. My isolation period finishes in a couple of days, so we can get up to the hive and make sure everyone's all right then. But for now, I'm going to get this on. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for joining us. If you haven't already, please give this video a quick like, comment below. Please consider subscribing to the channel, and feel free to share this around as well. The more people that can get to see this, the better, because then they can make that decision about these Omlet hives as well. Just know this series is there. So you take care of yourself. Thanks very much, and all the best to you. Bye bye.